Hi, my name is Brian Gensch, and I'm here to talk to you about water quality issues posed by birds, and in particular, their impact in an urban setting. The process of gwenotrophy is the way aquatic species will load nutrients into a waterway. It is the bird excrement which will enter the water and add nutrients like phosphorus and nitrogen. This can be a direct transport of nutrients from adjacent habitats, as well as the mobilization of organic nitrogen through digestion and excretion of plants and prey. The impacts from bird excrement on water quality can vary depending on the usage patterns of aquatic birds like waterfowl. Waterfowl feeding in the same lake tend to be recycling nutrients in that system. Aquatic birds feeding on fish in another waterway can bring those nutrients back to the water body where they roost and nest. The double-crested cormorant, for instance, will feed in a river and then come back to the lake where its feces will add outside nutrients to the water. This is known as translocation of nutrients. The amount of nutrient loading is also dependent on the species of bird. A study of Greenfield Lake and Urban Lake in North Carolina found that Canada geese, American widgeons, American coots, and double-crested cormorants were all large contributors of nitrogen. During the winter months, there is migrating waterfowl in the United States, which will increase the concentration of phosphorus and nitrogen. All these biogenic compounds will contribute to the process of eutrophication, as well as cause excess aquatic vegetation, phytoplankton, and algae blooms. If eutrophication does occur, it will cause fish kills. All this information leads to the misconception that aquatic birds are at fault when it comes to water quality. It is true that they can have negative impacts on the water quality. However, there is more that contributes to the problem. In Chapter 9 of Factfulness by Hans Rosling, the idea of blame instinct is described. You should not look for villains, but instead evaluate the system that created the situation. Due to habitat change and feeding from humans, the Canada goose has overpopulated in urban parks. All the turf grass planted around urban ponds and lakes is a food source for Canada geese. Urban populations no longer migrate like the wilder populations do. Urban parks can also be home to domestic ducks which contribute to waste and stay around as residential birds. Feeding waterfowl disturbs digestion and adds to issues of fecal waste. The systems we have built in urban areas worsens the water quality concerns from birds. Urbanization poses an ongoing risk to water quality and biodiversity. These urban spaces are manufactured, so why not build them better? In Finland, urban wetlands have been built and provide better habitat. They help with stormwater flooding, which is worsened in an urban environment due to non-permeable surfaces. Wetlands are hotspots for denitrification and are sinks for sediment-bound phosphorus. After building wetlands, there was better water pollution mitigation, increased biodiversity, and water quality improvements. The birds thrived, but so did amphibians, reptiles, plants, and mammals. The people nearby also have been more satisfied with a wetland habitat. Wetland habitats have declined by 50% here in the United States, so it makes these urban wetlands even more important. These wetlands were maintenance-free for the duration of the study in Finland and had high resiliency. There may also be misconceptions that birds do not help water quality. However, birds can act as biomarkers for the state of an environment and help scientists identify water quality issues. Bird feathers accumulate toxins and show us the concentrations of pollutants like heavy metals. Specialized species are also an indicator of a healthy ecosystem. If there is an increase in generalized species and a decline in specialized species, it is a sign that the system is unstable. So we should not blame generalized species like the Canada goose, but instead see them as an indicator that we are not providing the right conditions. Birds are a tool for bioindication and help us determine what we are doing. Thank you for watching.